Feed-forward control. A feed-forward control is a proactive system of control where potential problems are identified before they arise. The forecast results are compared to the budget, and, where deviations are identified, corrective action is taken to ensure the budget is achieved. On the other hand, a feedback system compares actual events that have happened with an original budget, and so this really is a reactive system of control. Traditional variance analysis is a good example where feedback control takes place. Let's take a look at an illustration which reflects the difference between a feedback control and a feed-forward control. A material manager receives control reports about material costs. At the end of the first quarter, the manager might receive the following feedback control report for the organization's two main materials. For material 1, the budgeted material cost for quarter 1 is $190,000 compared to actual material cost of $202,000, meaning an adverse variance to date of $12,000 for material 1. Similarly, an adverse variance for material 2 of $17,000 also rises. This is based on budgeted quarter 1 cost of $208,000 compared to actual cost incurred of $225,000. The total material cost variance is $29,000 adverse. This report looks back at the 3-month period that has passed and prepares a variance based on what has happened compared to what had been expected to happen. This is a reactive system of control. Alternatively, the material manager might be presented with a feed-forward control report. The budgeted costs for the year are compared to the revised forecast of material costs based on actual quarter 1 material costs to date. Let's assume that the budgeted material costs for the year are $1.62 million, split $775,000 for material 1 and $865,000 for material 2. So, for material 1, given an actual cost in quarter 1 of $202,000, it could be forecast that material 1 costs are now expected to total $808,000, being $202,000 multiplied by 4 quarters. Given the original annual budget for material 1 of $775,000, an adverse variance of $53,000 is now anticipated. Similarly, based on quarter 1 material cost to date, a revised annual forecast for material 2 costs could be $900,000, being $225,000 multiplied by 4 quarters. Given an original budget of $865,000, an adverse variance of $35,000 is expected for material 2, meaning a total adverse variance of $88,000 could be expected to arise. The use of a feed-forward control system means that corrective action can be taken to avoid this expected adverse variance of $88,000 arising this year. The material purchasing manager might consider purchasing material in bulk so as to avail of purchase discounts. Perhaps other suppliers of that material will be costed. Or maybe the manager could look at the possibility of using alternative material or improving the efficiency of material production processes. If some of these measures were implemented for the remainder of the year, then the budgeted material cost of $1.62 million could still be met.